Hey there, I'm at Antelope Island State Park, which is in the middle of the Great Salt Lake in Utah, just north of Salt Lake City. And this is a very interesting place. First off, obviously this lake here is extremely salty, otherwise they wouldn't have named it, but they did. And it's actually so salty that you become extremely buoyant. I have actually had trouble swimming because, you know, I'll be on my stomach and I'll be paddling and my feet and my lower legs will just be rising up out of the water. I am not sitting on I'm not sitting on the bottom here. I'm just floating. There's some other interesting things about this lake. Let's see here. There are some so the water is sort of a little weird looking, but some of the things in it are pretty interesting. For example, let's see if I can get one of these here. It's hard to kind of, there we go, right in the middle of my hand. That little line right there, you might recognize it as a sea monkey. So these are brine shrimp, and the Great Salt Lake is absolutely full of them, but you can also go to the, where is this one right there? You can also go to the gift store here and buy a packet of sea monkeys, but there's all sorts of different little bugs and things in here. It's a little, you know, it's not the cleanest water for sure, but it's definitely interesting to be in. Okay, now I'm gonna get up and go walk. So there's some other interesting things about the water here in the park. So the sand, I'll show you. Unlike some other sand, this I don't understand why, but basically it's a bunch of tiny little spheres, little balls, like ball bearings. So it's very smooth and it's just kind of interesting. And then also the the sand, I guess it accumulates and kind of aggregates into stones, very flat stones like this. So let's see if I can skip this. Nope, that one didn't work. I'll try to find another one. But yeah, there's you know, flat stones here. Something else that I also find interesting is actually the bugs on the shore. I don't know what kind of bugs these are, but they disperse in waves, like from the mummy or the Scorpion King. Let's see if I can get a shot of these. Sometimes you'll see one of those birds walk along and you'll see them just disperse in waves. Yeah, right in front of that seagull there. I don't know how well that's showing up, but whenever we walk on the shore, it definitely will show. Yep, right around that seagull. So, another minute or two here. And I'm gonna see if I can skip one of these rocks, actually. Yeah, so pretty flat rocks. Pretty flat water, so it works out quite well. So getting back to the shore here. Let's see if I can get this Mummy Returns style. Yeah, right around that bird. Yeah, it is crazy. I've got to figure out what kind of bugs these are because this is very interesting to me. All that black stuff, that is bugs. And let's see if I can get the Great Migration going. See, I don't know how well this is showing up in the video, but they are just moving in waves here. And you hear them, and they just kind of, yeah, you can see that. It's nuts. It's pretty cool. And as you're walking, you'd think that you would just be in a cloud of bugs, but you're really not. There, see them go? This is wild. Anyway, Antelope Island State Park in the Great Salt Lake, and it's $10 to enter, $10 a car.